This was to be of the final piece, and it's a message going out to the clowns. I know you listen. I know you're getting frightened, and we know you're scared. The clown minions, the likes of Mnuchin and several other high-profile names, your money cash cows, slush funds, trust accounts, black project funds, brown envelopes, offshore hidden accounts have all but vanished. Period. They're not coming back. First, M cut you all off, and then we added to it. But now they are cutting you off and leaving you to swing at the behest of the masses. You know it, and we know it. Now is your time to make a choice of your own for the first time ever in public offices. Your choice, not theirs. You've all danced to the tune of global hegemony, and all because you fell for their seducements of money, power and fake titles. None of it's real, and all of it's an illusion. All of you know less of what is and what has gone on than the average THI, Off-Planet Radio or Circle of White show listeners. Why is that? Because of the classic programme of you don't need to know. Again, all of that is an illusion as well, designed to make certain ones feel more important and subsequently distracted. You've all followed orders and done as you were told, just like children. All of your working lives, your thinking is childlike, your behaviour, manners and demeanour also. Your public scrutiny is unlikely to go away. Why? Because too many now know what you've all done. And the top-end clowns will enhance that against you as time goes forward with a steady release of pictures, documents and videos to enhance your own downfall. Your warning that no one is safe was given in the UK a few years ago, was it not? When the tabloid papers in the UK showed old photographs of the Queen doing Nazi hand signals. You don't think that was random, do you? That was Dragon Faction Wars pro-pagan Dar. Period. So if the Queen's not going to survive the call, what chance have you got? The generals of the US military, you're in big trouble. Do you think your fake badges will save you? They won't. But going forward, those badges will be useless, as you are about to be replaced as the chosen group of destruction, which you all bought into with the bollocks of fighting for freedom, your culture, which they created for us. Culture is a divide and conquer program, or worse, religious faiths, another program designed for divide and conquer, which you all gladly played along with and got pallets of fake currencies or nice shiny rewards to pin on your jackets for killing people. Did at any time in your childlike thinking brain consider that was wrong? All those people wiped out because somebody else told you to do so? Did you ask why they would want to do that? Or just followed orders for protection of your own status and positions? There's a common child scolding technique used by parents where the child blames somebody else for their actions. And the response was, if someone asked you to put your hand in the fire, would you do it? I'm sure most of us have heard that term. And yet you people in the military did it every single time. Your hands must be like Freddy Krueger's face by now. You got burnt every single time. Do you not understand dark lessons? Clearly you never, as you keep repeating it, just like the RV is coming 2 or 3 times a week for over a decade now. Calling it stupid at this point is beyond an understatement. But to the US generals, your replacement is the new Rothschild's army, called NATO. Anagram of Aton. Look it up. Same people doing the same things for many thousands of years. And this is why the Paris Climate Agreement is prevalent. All countries signing up for it have to give 2% of their GDP to fund NATO. Not the US military. And other control system enforcements of which you will not be a part of. They're trimming the fat, and despite your blind loyalty to the cause, you are still considered part of the fat that needs to be trimmed. This is what is happening. They already forced you into selling off all of your military hardware equipment, did they not? And now you're in the quite frankly ridiculous position of leasing it back from the very people who are about to close you down. Has your hello McFly moment kicked in yet? Because it needs to. If you think this is a future event, you missed the warning. It's already happened. Look around you all. Look for yourselves, not follow others' orders for once. The country you're professing to love, cherish, honour and protect, it's all collapsed around you, all under your watch. Step down and step away from the clowns and their psychopathic orders and do the right thing. Come and join us and help fix this mess. Agency people also. You've been strung along playing a spying game only to find out that you were the ones being spied upon. All of you should know this by now. If you don't, find out. Can't be much of a spying agency if people not connected to the agency know more than you do. Step down, come and help. It will save you. The old program will kill you all off. They've already started it, in case you hadn't noticed. You all know who we are. You all know where we're located, and you know where to contact us and arrange a 1 to 3 day meeting. In that 1 to 3 days, we can change everything. With detailed plans and thinking. With real solutions, real ideas, real promises that will get delivered, and a guaranteed future for us all. Currently, those in the US military and certain agencies have no future. Those in the other world, your time is up. We knew it 7 years ago. You just carried on being the puppets on a string, thinking your fake titles and supposed levels of authority or a clearance was going to save you, or allow you to carry on in a special group category, the golden tickets. Remember that? There is no golden ticket for lower minions, and you are part of the lower minions. Suck it up. You played your role, and now they are finished with that product. No, I'm the head of blah blah, that won't happen to me. Really? Think JFK, think Gaddafi, think Hussein, think Lincoln, think Tsar Nicholas and a plethora of leading figures who were all puppets to the system until they no longer had any use for them, and all of them cast aside like cattle in an abattoir. This is your new reality. They no longer want you on their payroll, and you are now rendered the same level as us useless eaters. Don't believe me? Then carry on and watch it all unfold. You won't have to wait long. You won't see it coming because it's already happened. Carrying on trying to revitalise old money systems, old banking systems, old control systems, when they have all failed is beyond stupid and completely delusional. They lost. And as one of their puppets, so did you. Everything in this world is about branding and marketing. Throw in labels and you have your whole control system in place, like Microsoft with their Windows package. It reached a critical point and optimal, and that was Windows 7. All that followed went downhill with each successive level. The cabal, of which you are just a puppet, reached its optimal in 2007, and M pulled the plug on you all. It won't get plugged back in. He had what he wanted, everything you clowns gave to him on a plate in exchange for fake paper, titles and illusion of superiority. And bang, all of it gone. You were all given the illusion that you were all so clever and all so important. It blinded you to what is reality and what is not. And an all too common human mistake, is it not? Fallen for the lies, fallen for the seducements, and fallen for the illusion. You have all spent 12 years now trying to change it back to what it was. It will never go back to what it was. It's all done. That time, timeline, and frequency all vanished into the ether, and a new path was charted for you when you are ready. Currently, you are not. You still believe you can get back into the game, still believe you will find the missing pieces to complete the jigsaw. Newsflash, your parents threw your games and jigsaws out in the trash a long time ago, and playing Peter Pan will no longer work. This new timeline and path will be an adult world progression we are heading for. We will no longer be held back by children in adult bodies. And it's time to get out of your diapers and get some big boy and girl pants on and act like adults. It will be a long transition, go from a childlike species to an adult one. And we need as many on board to achieve it as possible. We welcome all minions to come and join us on our journey, and it's time you transferred yourself from their world into ours. We've all been fooled, abused, lied to and deceived on a massive scale throughout all levels of society. You carry on believing in fantasy and conspiracy, or joined those you labelled conspiracy theorists, but actually spoke more of the truth than you could handle. Those who can't handle the truth are children, no matter what their age is. The child mind will no longer serve you, as the teachers of stupidity who taught you your truths have all but vanished. Your schools are closed permanently. That last statement may hurt or disturb some, and I'll make no apologies for saying it, because it is the truth. Those that cannot face truth or reality is child mind level oriented, all waiting for a parent to come and soothe you with a pacifier. Mummy, the nasty scary monster man is saying bad things. There, my child, don't listen to him. It'll all go away. Not this time. They have to face it, discuss it, process it, and deal with it like a supposed adult. This planet has had enough of our childlike behaviours. Don't believe we are childlike? Go and look at any blog or chat of what people get offended by. It's beyond pathetic. We have no backbone. And far too many people walk around in their own insecure worlds, frightened of anything and everything, just like a child. We got rid of the parents who controlled us for so long. We got rid of their energy harvesting system called the banks. We got rid of their off-world imposters, Draco et al. We negotiated a peace deal with the others. We exposed the length, breadth and depth of their system. We exposed the real control system for likely the first time in history. We rendered the bloodline families mute. We ended their matrix, simulation, veils, their overlay systems, their soul traps, reincarnation and harvesting systems. We attained positions of humans on the Galactic Council for the first time in history, and much more over just this decade. All of that wasn't done to drag billions of Peter Pan-style adults around the world and save them from their own stupidity. It was done to progress the species, and those who wish to morph out of their child avatar and into a new world, making adult decisions, adult thinking, adult actions and adult behaviours. Currently, they are the very few. But we welcome many more to join our world and leave the old world illusion behind. We'll be back shortly.